We have here, this is for Tina, and this is from her boyfriend, Raheem Hamilton. And he said to you, Tina, he said, Tina should have won. That's from Raheem
Oh,
Hamilton. Oh, Raheem, he loves you, Tina.
thank you, buddy. Hey, look,
Yeah.
on the way home, well, I can't put my crown in anything, so see where it's at in the car.
Uh, that's nice.
Uh,
You should be proud of yourself. Like I said, truthfully, that was honestly so again, that was truthfully your best showing, and since you've been a pro.
yes.
And Melody, she really has, like I said again, she's your Nick to your Rock, you're Rocky. You know that, Tina, you're Rocky Balboa. Like, hey, yo,
Well,
Nick, yeah.
everybody kept telling me, you're so fucking big. Well, I mean, when I'm looking on stage at pictures and it's like, you have short, you have medium, and you have giant. And I'm like, holy shit, they're not kidding. I don't realize on stage how big my presence is. And a lot of people are just like, you finally brought your mass to match your height. And that's what I had to do. I've always brought conditioning. Conditioning, like I told Hunter's boyfriend, it's never been my problem. I can come in shredded as shit. But the problem is, if I don't bring the size, then I look stringy. And then I'm screwed. So I put on 20 pounds since the last time I was with Mo. So I was about 175, 180 on stage. Most of these girls were 150 and below. So if that gives you an idea about how big I have to be to look proportionate to the girls that are so much shorter than I am, that's 30 pounds. That's a lot. And
Mhm.
to try to put that on a 5'9" frame and keep the muscle and shrink in to be as, conditioned as I was huge for me. But, you know, it's like Tamer said, he was like, your upper body and your just physique is so powerful. He's like, your shoulders, your back is big as shit. And he's like, your waistline is small. And that was the other thing that was my advantage. I had the good X frame this show because my shoulders had gotten so much bigger and my legs had gotten bigger. But he's like, I just want your legs a little bit bigger. And they are bigger than they were, but they still need to be a little bit bigger. And I honestly feel like if we keep my upper body where I'm at, my waistline where it's at, and bring my leg sweeps out just a little bit, I think I will have a good chance of going into most of my shows and being very competitive. But
Yeah.
that's because of my frame. Once you have that frame filled out, you're fucking golden. But it's getting it filled out that's been so hard. You know what I mean? And it's hard.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
Mel
Because like I
knows
said,
what she's doing.
yeah, because like I said, you're more taller than most of the competitors on this show. I think you were probably one of the tallest women at the show, being at 5'9", because most women are like maybe 5'4", 5'3". I think there was one lady. I
There
think
was a girl that was like 4'9". Okay, I'm like, please do not put us next to each
she's
other.
short blonde hair.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. She made her debut at Vancouver this year, and I think she was number 6 out of the 5 women I think at that show. I mean, she used to be a power lifter, and then
yes, yeah,
she
that's
switched
her.
over. Yeah. Here we got here from a man, Stefan Prey. Stefan says, Miss Williams looks awesome. Thank you, brother. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Also, this is for my man Stefan. Good luck on your show, Keith. And also, he says, safe travels. Thank you, brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Yeah. And yeah, because what now? We're not gonna put you in a hole on this. We're gonna say, what's the plan for next year? What's the
So
plan?
I'm like where I don't know. Here's my thing. I'm trying to decide: do I want to go in on an early show and compete to see where I'm at, and then if I don't make it that show, go on to another, or do I wait and put everything into one basket like I did this year and come in that way? I'm kind of like torn. I really want to do the New York Pro. And for some reason, Keith's like, why do you want to do the New York Pro? Well, because no offense at all, the East Coast like big girls. And I was third at the New York Pro. I've always done well on the East Coast. So the West Coast, I mean, like I said, I was so grateful, like in that call out and being in the top 5. Like, honestly, I called it my comeback. I called it my, I don't even know. It was one of those things where I didn't even, everybody wants to win a show, right? But I went into this with the mentality that if I come in the top five out of all these girls is a victory for me because I've been out of the top five for 2.5 years now. And that puts me back in the limelight. It puts me back in the judge's eyes. And now I have an expectation and their expectation. So going into next year, this is full momentum. So my thinking was, let's do the New York Pro because it's one of the first shows, and let's see where we're at. Fuck it. That's what I told Coach. She's like, whatever you want to do, we'll do. So Keith, for some strange reason, doesn't want me to do it, or doesn't seem to, but he's
Well,
fucking dumb.
that's your man. That's your baby's dad. He wants the best for you. But there's Tampa and Chicago. You've done those shows before.
Yes, and I've placed in both. I was fifth, fourth in Chicago and fifth in Tampa, and I had 27 girls in my Tampa when I placed fifth. And Chicago, I placed fourth, and there was I think 21.
Or there's the Linda show, which is Georgia's a little closer to Kansas,
Oh, is it?
and yeah, and they do also have the both those three shows have the over 40 class where it can get you Masters Olympic qualification.
I know. I, I'm still trying to tell myself I'm not a master yet.
Well, like I said, you're fine as wine and you get better with time. That's all I can say. You heard me there? You heard that? I want to say it clear here because he has had my girl Tina. I see. I ain't mad at picture of you and Andrea. That gave me some ideas, but that one with him and with my girl, I can't let that go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We gotta do pictures together with me one of these days and show it
Hey,
to him.
listen, I could put a pillow over his head tonight when he sleeps, and when he wakes up, I'll say that's for George.
So, like I said, I think, like I said, you look great. You look amazing. I wish I could have watched the
Thank
live
you.
stream. I don't know what the hell was going on with them. I mean, I think Jeanine said she was having problems. Nancy Lou said she had problems. Eunice was telling she had problems. I don't know. Maybe it was just something because I usually use my computer when I watch the live streams. I use my phone too often
Can
because
I
I'm
ask a
watching.
silly question? Like,
Go ahead, ask a silly question.
what placement you was in this recent show?
Me,
Yeah.
I was fourth out of 18 or 19 girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Because we
That's
got to
not
think
too
about this.
bad.
It was a deep lineup because I think some women, like we were talking about earlier, how one woman we don't know how she's doing with bodybuilding, and she's not even. She was on the list for
Fitness.
fitness. I mean, we're gonna. It's one thing if you do a figure, because their pose is just pretty much the same. It's just they cut out the physical part of it. But
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't know how to pose. It was the strangest thing ever. I don't even know what happened.
she must say, let me just jump over here and do this because because the girl who won it, she already got a qualification. That's Taylor. What's the face? They call her Little T. She's already qualified because she was third. I know Oksana is not competing this year because she's very very pregnant. Because
Very
she's not
pregnant.
competing. Yeah, very pregnant. Because I saw her when she was at Vancouver Pro Show a while back. I said, dang, she's not going to compete. She's not going to defend her title. So that leaves open opportunity for fitness Miss Olympia for Missy's coming back, and maybe Taylor might be in the contender for it because I don't know if Whitney Jones can compete or not. And this Erica Deer is just I think right now with possibly I think Missy might get the title back depending on how well her leg holds up.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I'll tell you what
So
you won't do. You won't see my big 5'9" ass at 180 doing no flips on stage. I know that for a damn fact.
you want to see my 400 pound butt jumping up on the stage,
You want you
in a
want to
tight
see her
suit.
go break her neck? That'd be me.
Yeah, but like I said, we're proud of you. You did pretty good. I
Thank
think,
you.
like I said, whatever situation was, it happens. Whichever show we do, which you do, we'll support you. We're supporting your man. Um, I will say again, New York. You said you've done pretty well before. Also, Tampa and Chicago. Those are fillers. I don't know if you want to go back all the way to Arizona to do Triple O. That's way too early because I think that's in April.
Hey George, so do you think She wants to ask your opinion. Do you think that she's trying to contemplate whether she should apply for the Worlds again next year,
She should.
or or just try to focus on qualifying for the O?
Well, she can qualify, focus on qualify O, or focus on qualify for the Masters O, which can get you a little bit of qualification. But I don't know if she want to go all the way to Japan to do it. That's
I
a.
refuse to be a Masters right
Here
now.
you go.
I told you, George, I refuse to be a Masters right now.
I just hey I know. Hey, calm down, Biggin, calm down.
I know I'm at a Masters age, but I
Yes,
still I
take
am
a deep
not
breath.